It's a rematch for you. Thank you for watching. This is Crokinole Center, as we have John Conrad facing off against Ray Beierling, the 2017 Scenic City Crokinole Championship Final in Owen Sound. These two men faced off 12 months ago for the title. It was John Conrad who won the Classic in a score of 11-9, and he's up an early 20 in this round, but he misses the hanger opportunity there. Chance for Ray Beierling sliding across, and he gets the takeout and the 20 to level this match. John Conrad just short. Ray Beierling can't get that hanger 20 to go. Conrad going for that follow through. Disc stop short. Short enough for the hole, not enough of a chance for Ray Beierling to score 20. He hits and rolls away to a good spot on the board there in between the pegs. John Conrad gets the tough takeout, but he loses his shooter to the far side of the board. And Ray Beierling is going to try to waste a few shots to the outside. Conrad trying to get the double peel, but his shooter's stuck there. Another chance for Ray Beierling to just hit and stick behind the pegs and use his hammer advantage to waste the last few shots of this round and give John Conrad no chance for a comeback. Conrad looked like he was trying to catch a bit of a peg there to pull back into the middle. But last shot for each player now, and John Conrad doesn't have much of a shot to score 20 here, although I'm sure he'll try. Rolled towards the peg. Wouldn't be enough. Easy takeout for Ray Beierling, and a not so easy 2 points for Ray Beierling in this first to 11-point championship final. So Ray Beierling winning those first 2 points with the hammer, and misses to the right of the hole there. John Conrad leaning across, and he'll score the early edge. Conrad now leaving his disc in a good spot there. Not much for Ray Beierling to work with on this shot, but he has quite a few shots to score a 20, and he was actually pretty close on that try. John Conrad didn't quite get the takeout. Not sure if he was going for the 20 there. It looks like he was maybe trying to roll away. But now Ray Beierling's got 2 discs on the board. Ray Beierling's going to be looking to score a 20 here because he can't really win this round without the hammer just with having 2 discs on. He definitely doesn't want to leave his disc grouped together either. He's going to go for the follow through here. Oh wow, and he almost made the 20 there. Just missing to the side of the hole. And John Conrad was trying to roll away from the 20 hole there, and he's left a chance. Ray Beierling, hanger 20, and he makes it. John Conrad now facing this disc off the side, tried to peel. Hits a peg, only 2 shots left for each player, and Ray Beierling seals it right there with the 20. And Ray Beierling is going to jump up to a 4-0 lead. Last year's championship final was very entertaining between these two because it was neck and neck. Nobody had more than a 2-point edge in the entire match. But Ray Beierling's already up to a 4-0 lead, and he has the hammer here in this third round, looking to make it 6-0. John Conrad misses short there. And Ray Beierling's won these first 2 rounds without really jumping out to a lead early on. It was John Conrad who had the early lead in each round, but Ray Beierling surpassed him. Ray Beierling has the lead, but looks like he's giving it back here. 4 20s each. 3 shots left for each player. Looks like John Conrad was going to shoot defensively, but he just realized he doesn't have the hammer, and he needs a 20, and he gets the 20 there. And Ray Beierling misses short again. Big chance here for John Conrad. And he'll score that one to clinch at least a point. Ray Beierling missing the 20 there, seals it up. Conrad just needs the takeout. And a great hit and roll off to the side there for John Conrad, who gets his first 2 points of this final to go to at least cut the deficit to 4-2. Interesting to note that John Conrad was the top seed coming out of the round of 4 playoffs, so he actually earned the right to decide whether or not to shoot first or get the hammer in the first round of this championship. And he actually elected to shoot first and defer the hammer. Perhaps he thought he could win a couple early rounds and sort of bank the advantage because he had so much momentum in that round of 4 playoffs there. Ray Beierling missing a chance to score a 20. So Conrad's going to have 2 discs on here. Without the hammer, but he's got 25 points on the board right now, which is a winning position if he could maintain it through his last 4 shots for each player. Beierling trying to hide. Shots are a little bit tougher for John Conrad because he has one of his own discs in the 15 that could be blocking some potential paths through these pegs. But it looks like Ray Beierling might be switching strategies. Possibly he might be going for a ricochet 20 here. He's pretty good at them from the outer ring. Looks like he's weighing his options. Oh, and he went for it. He probably thought, worst case scenario, he'll make contact with that second disc and maybe get a double takeout. Didn't get the 20 or the takeout, or at least the double anyway. This is a pretty good chance for John Conrad unless Ray Beierling can try to find a 20 or a double. Oh, Ray Beierling loses the shooter there. Oh, and a big 20 from John Conrad. Last shot for each player. Ray Beierling needs to find a rebound off a peg, or this match is going to be tied up. Good action with John Conrad with an open hit, and we are level at 4 points each. Good response from John Conrad from that early hole in this match. And this championship final is down to a first to 7 points now, as John Conrad makes his opening 20. See if Ray Beierling can get a better rebound off a peg than he did on his last shot. Well, that's pretty good. Hard to tell if that disc is still on. Ray Beierling's examining it. And he says it's off. Open board for John Conrad, up at 20. Of course, he'll be shooting off to the side here. Very nice shot. Conrad leaves that one tight to a peg. Ray Beierling is going to just try to score the 20 here. Gets a small tap. Now a chance for John Conrad to score another 20. And he gets it. Nice little touch there from John Conrad. And that is the true advantage of his strategy. Forces his opponents to try difficult shots to score a 20. And when they miss, sometimes they miss and leave their disc close to the hole, and a chance to really extend the lead, which is what John Conrad did there with a nice touch 20. And now he's in a fantastic position here to score another 2 points. 2 shots left for both players here. John Conrad rolls a tad to the inside, which I'm sure he didn't want. See if Ray Beierling can make him pay. Doesn't like the angle here. Got to bounce off 3 different pegs, but no 20. John Conrad gets the takeout. And John Conrad makes it 6 points in a row. He leads this final now 6-4. What a turnaround. Ray Beierling looking to get back on the win column and stop this streak. That's a good start for Ray Beierling. He hasn't had the lead early in any of these rounds, really. But now he's in a good spot. I'm sure he likes where that disc is, and he'll just try to get a nose hit in here and leave his disc in the same spot. And I'm sure John Conrad doesn't like it in that spot, and he'll be going for a rebound off a peg just to get things in a bit of a better position, and that's pretty good. Might give Conrad a chance to work with something. He might be going for the follow-through 20 here. Just the touch 20. He's banking on a miss from Beierling here. Oh, but Beierling makes it. That's a big 20. Forcing Conrad to go for even more tough shots. Beierling rolls to the outer ring. I'm not sure if he likes that. Gives John Conrad a decision now. Play defensive for a few shots or go for a tough ricochet 20. Plays defensive. Doesn't have too many shots to work with anyway because he's got to score a 20 at some point. Hides that one behind a peg. Some confusion on the board now because John Conrad should have the last shot, but he has one shot left and Beierling has none. So something has happened here because we're not sure how many shots both of these players would take. It's supposed to take 8 discs each. And it looks like they're calling over tournament organizer Claire Kipfer right now. And it looks like they're going to be examining the video footage to see exactly what happened here. If we go back to the last round, we can see Beierling has picked up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 discs. Well, and there's the 8th disc right there in the ditch. Just before that last round, John Conrad pushed it over to Beierling, and it doesn't look like he noticed it because he's resetting himself. Still the replay of the start of this last round. Yeah, and Beierling just started the round, and he didn't pick up that last disc. So as Beierling was missing a disc, that information's been relayed to the players. And Beierling's got to make a tough takeout here on his last shot of this round. He gets a takeout, but he rolls to a spot. Chance for John Conrad to make a long ricochet 20. And he misses the hole. So it'll be 2 points for Beierling in a slightly controversial round, where they eventually identified, though, the issue of the missing disc. So now you can see both players counting out the number of discs they have here to make sure it's 8 each. As they start off this 7th round, and John Conrad misses long on that 20 shot. Beierling apparently does not like the position of that disc, and I can kind of see why, because where he's left his shooter now is pretty close to the hole. John Conrad went for the 20 though, and he missed it. He won't be happy with himself there. But Beierling just made a pretty big mistake. He had a chance there for 2 discs on the board with the hammer. Now John Conrad has a chance. Advantage still to Beierling really here, but Conrad's in a much better position than he was if Beierling had made that simple takeout earlier. Conrad still needs to push play towards the middle. Trying to slice it closer. Beierling trying to roll away and make that roll even tougher. John Conrad again trying to push it towards the pegs. Forces Beierling to at least shoot to the other side, but that's a great takeout from Beierling. It's a tough takeout for Conrad. Can't see much of the red disc. And he hits a peg. Only a quarter of the disc was really available to Conrad, and you can see why with such precision he misses that shot. Beierling gets a takeout on the other side. Last shot for each player. John Conrad rolls into the 15. Beierling just needs a takeout. And he gets the 20 as well. It was looking like a 20 free round, but Beierling made the shot on his hammer shot, as we see it here on the replay. And Beierling responding to John Conrad's 6 points straight with 4 of his own. Beierling missing the 20 there. Conrad looks to capitalize. And he does. No takeout, though. See if it costs him. Beierling missing the open 20 for a 2nd time in a row. Pretty good hit and roll from John Conrad. Wants a push play to the outside since he has the 20 advantage. And Ray Beierling is just going to try to move it back towards the middle. Sort of the opposite situation to what we had in that last round. John Conrad puts that in a really tough spot. If he rolls a little bit more to the inside, it gives Ray Beierling a chance to score a 20 from a disc that are closer to the inside. If it's more to the outside, it gives Ray Beierling a chance to push play back into the middle. When it's right in between the pegs, there is sort of the optimal position. And it forced Ray Beierling to have to play that sort of tap play. He was trying to push that black disc somewhere closer to the 20 hole so he could make a 20. But John Conrad's in a great spot here. 2 shots left for each player. Conrad with the hammer advantage, up at 20. 2 discs on. Ray Beierling does not like his position at all. Ray Beierling is probably wishing that he could score like a double takeout and peel his shooter so that he could at least force Conrad to shoot that disc that's sitting in the 5. And then he could try to score a 20 off it. John Conrad misses that takeout there, and he's probably okay with it, actually, because it forces Ray Beierling to shoot this disc of his own in the 10, which won't result in a 20 for Beierling for sure. John Conrad gets the takeouts and the 2 points, so we are tied up 8 points each in this race to 11. Some crucial rounds coming up. John Conrad scores a 20 to start up this 9th round. Level at 2 each. Big shots here. And John Conrad misses the 20 there. See if Ray Beierling goes for the 20. It looks like he was going for it. He just needed a small follow-through, but he's left a hanger. And Conrad converts. Pressure back to Beierling. He makes it as well. 4 shots left for each player. When Conrad misses short, and he definitely won't be happy with that. Chance for Beierling. He hits, and he misses the 20. He'll probably be okay with it, though, just with where his disc ended up. Not much of an opportunity for John Conrad to score a 20 with the disc off to the side like that. Beierling has the hammer in this round. Just trying to prevent John Conrad from scoring a 20. Trying to get some clean takeouts of these black discs. Beierling leaning over. And he loses the shooter there. He won't be happy with that. 2 shots left for each player. This is a big 20 shot here for John Conrad. He's missed 2 already in this round, but he makes that one. Big shot. And now Ray Beierling misses long. Last shot for each player. Conrad will probably be looking for a takeout and a roll away from the hole. I don't know if he'll like that. That's possibly in the wheelhouse here. Ray Beierling needs a takeout and a 20 to tie this round. Oh, and he just misses. That black disc caught a peg on the way off the board, and it stays on for a 5, which is enough for John Conrad to score 2 points against the hammer. And John Conrad is now 1 point away from this Owen Sound title as we start off this 10th round. Ray Beierling needs the 2 points in this round, but he does not have the hammer. He starts off with a 20, and Conrad misses. But Beierling can't get the 20 or the takeout. That was a chance for Ray Beierling. He's still in an okay spot, though. But John Conrad hits a huge follow-through 20, and all of a sudden, John Conrad goes from down to way ahead in this round. Ray Beierling has to shoot this disc in the 5. And John Conrad is in a great spot with the hammer now after that huge follow-through 20. Ray Beierling doesn't want to waste any discs shooting at that 1 in the 5. He's welcoming John Conrad to try out his defensive strategy, and Ray Beierling is going to try to score some 20s off of it. And this might be a chance for Ray Beierling. Oh, and he didn't hit that one cleanly. Now John Conrad, his advantage increasing. Ray Beierling's got to push for it there. He was going for that fall through 20. His disc sitting close to the hole, and Conrad makes him pay. Take out 20. 3 shots left for each player. Conrad up at 20 with the hammer. He only needs a single point in this round. Ray Beierling does not like the lie on this shot, but he needs to go for something. He needs to make a 20. Very, very close, but just short. John Conrad. That will clinch it right there. 2 shots left for each player. Ray Beierling acknowledges it, but he shoots that one anyway. John Conrad, defensive strategy right to the end. Last shot for each player. And John Conrad, another fantastic final between these two men. And John Conrad is the defending champion, the 2-time winner of this Owen Sound Crokinole title.